What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and today we got the big match. Mara Knopic taking on the Crusher Rachel Cushing. I'm a fan of both of these ladies, but I gotta give the slight edge to Rachel because I'm a Fife Clubber for life. But it's gonna be an amazing match, so let's get this thing started. Yeah!
I will not talk bad about Rachel. She has earned what she has out there. People are saying that she's, cocky or whatever. She's confident. She knows what she knows. But, we've seen her against a competitor that she didn't know, and there was destruction that happened with that one.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, Rachel
I want Mike, because if he's going to be an architect of this kind of chaos, then I'm ready for it to lead to our second one-on-one match.
Some are saying the rising superstar for one match, the amazing Mara Knopic. So watch Mara in her first match against Coy. Coy seemed like he'd never played this league before, and Mara had been here.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, the amazing.
I feel like we found a new female superstar here. Well, I don't know if I want to call myself a superstar, but I would be willing to accept the moniker of the Brown Dwarf Star.
Keep on winning. I'm gonna keep on winning. We'll see what they think.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, the amazing.
It's turned by storm, and you guys know, we went to the third round. You guys know who you're facing yet? Oh, wait a minute. I know, you guys are facing each other, aren't you? So, you got, Lord of the Rings and Potter, you're going on, Star Trek, Star Wars. What do you guys' thoughts on the tournament? How's it going to go? And how you guys feel about it?
Yeah!
Cushing's finals for what a famous term that is in basketball, bracket technology. Now look, if you look at the ultimate prize, every sport has one. The NFL has the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Basketball, the ultimate prize is a LA County Municipal Rec League Championship shirt. But here in the movie trivia Schmoedown, it's a belt, and one of these two competitors here today get one step closer and one step away from having that belt themselves.
Well, this is a crazy match because if you would have told me if this was the first match and no one knew who Mara Knopic was, and you said Mara Knopic against Cushing, well, why are you doing
doing that? That's gonna be a murder. Why are you doing that? Who's Mara Knopic? Now, no one is saying that because of what the amazing Mara Knopic has done so far. She has caught the league by storm. You look at what she has done already. The fans have embraced her. She has 2 straight knockouts, as does Rachel Cushing. But Rachel Cushing has proven herself in this league. Mara Knopic already in her young career here in the Schmoedown has become a really big star. Yeah, what I like about this matchup is that neither competitor has shown to have a weakness in any inner geekdom category. You can throw something that they obviously know a lot about. You think of Rachel Cushing, you know she's going to crush Lord of the Rings, but she can get other categories and still navigate her way around the round. Same thing with Mara. She has her strengths, and those include a number of inner geekdom categories. I don't know that she has a weakness.
Well, I mean, I think that you never know what's going to come up. You know, sometimes, again, she had a very strong start. She took out Coy Jandros. She beat Emma Fife, who was Rachel Cushing's manager, but also part of the Fife Club and a very good inner geekdom competitor herself. Rachel Cushing is coming off of 2 knockouts as well. She beat newcomer Markia McCarty, and she also took out Eric Zipper, who's a very good competitor as well. And she is hungry for this championship. She wants it. She wants to play Jason Inman, and Mike Kalinowski has kind of designed this pay-per-view type matchup. Some say because he's avoiding one of them, because if he wins against Lavick, he's got to play one of them anyway.
Yeah, that matchup coming up later on this week. And when you look at Rachel Cushing, it's odd to say this about somebody who's coming off 2 straight knockouts, but I don't feel like we've gotten the best of her yet in this match. Maybe it's because she hasn't been forced to, but I feel like Rachel Cushing still has another gear to shift into. Can Mara Knopic keep up?
I don't know if you can go in another gear. She hasn't missed a question in round 1 in this tournament. She's answered 22 straight questions in round 1 alone. She is on fire right now, and Mara Knopic might be the only person to get past the 2nd round with her. So, or farther into the 3rd. Sorry,
it's a great teammate, because I made a point, you refuted it, and now we move on and we look at the pregame interviews from each one. Were they talking a lot of trash? Here we go.
It is the semifinals of the Inner Geekdom, and guys, I've said it so many times before, in Inner Geekdom, all roads lead to Rachel Cushing. Semifinals, it's pretty big. Speaking of big things, I'm really excited because there's an IKEA like right over there, and there's a Target like right over there. So those are my after-match plans. We love Mara Knopic. Mara is great. The fans have really embraced her for good reason. She's a superstar. She's a strong player. She's got a great personality. Down the road, I might consider letting Mara join the Fight Club because I like her that much. But today, ultimately, she's in the way of the true star of the Inner Geekdom League, which is Rachel Cushing. I would say that I thought that I would play 1 match in this tournament, maybe 2. Definitely not 3, perhaps. I mean, all the opponents are pretty tough, or Kalinowski wouldn't have decided all of us could be in the Inner Geekdom tournament at all. So Mike Kalinowski has mixed a bunch of stuff around here in the Inner Geekdom tournament, clearly with the intent to face Rachel Cushing for that #1 contender spot. And listen, Mike, I appreciate all the strings that you're pulling. I don't really know how you're doing it. I think you're probably blackmailing somebody, but I also think that you have made a huge mistake because you can't take down the Crusher. Rachel's definitely a big threat. I mean, #1, she's literally an Amazonian woman, so, like, she's from Themyscira, and I'm from the Shire, so there's already an intimidation factor there. She could crush me, hence her namesake. At the end of the day, I identify myself as a geek, so of course the Inner Geekdom is my home. This is where I feel the most comfortable. I love these topics, every last one of them. I eat, sleep, and breathe them, and so this league, I was meant for it. It's absolutely destiny. Hi, Rachel! We're both feeling so super excited, and we both have a lot of respect for one another, so may the best lady win. I think Mara Knopic is one of the great new stars in the league, and I absolutely see a belt in her future. But not right now, because this belt is absolutely mine.
Yeah!
not a lot of trash there, as you were wondering. It's a lot of respect, but a lot of confidence, and that's what I like from both of the competitors, as where Rachel completely acknowledging the kind of impact that Mara Knopic has made so far, but says, you've had a good run, but this is not your run, it is my time right now. And the same thing Mara Knopic is saying, she respects Rachel Cushing, but she started thinking about what if she made it to those finals. She's thinking about that now. At first she just wanted to play one match, two matches. Now as she won that second match, it's more realistic that that title shot is within grasp.
Yeah, that's why I enjoyed watching the pregame interviews, because they started out very nice and polite, then they got a little, it was like a nice pregame golf interview, and then each golfer took out a 9-iron and decided to duel.
Well, we're going to duel right now, because here is the tale of the tape. Rachel Cushing, strengths, everything. And then you have Mara Knopic, strengths, everything, with some more wit.
And she also knows the location of every chocolate factory across the Midwest. I have first-hand knowledge of this fact.
That is very
Is
true.
it on the wheel?
Well, we're going to find out what's going to be on the wheel in a second, because Mark, are you ready to go?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Semi-finals of the Inner Geekdom division. Introducing first, the Blonde Dwarf Star with a record of 2 wins, no defeats, and 2 knockouts. Give it up for the amazing Mara Very understated, very focused. Yeah, good move. Got herself. She said, listen, those chairs stink, so I don't blame her for doing that.
Do they smell bad in real life?
I don't. And her opponent, representing the Fight Club, with a record of 3 wins, 2 defeats in the Inner Geekdom division with 2 knockouts. She is the 2017 Rookie of the Year, Rachel the Crusher And Emma going up to Mara, showing that respect that we saw beforehand to Rachel sitting down, and the two of them are set to go.
She brought a wand. I believe RB3 now has a tail. This is scary stuff here in the studio.
All right, Mark, how does round number 1 work?
In round number 1, the competitors are going to hear a series of 10 questions. These questions are asked to the field, and each question comes from a different corner of the Inner Geekdom universe. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. As soon as we ask the question, simply write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you with the marker we've so generously provided to each competitor. You have about 15 seconds to do so. When we address you by name, please simply show your answer to the cameras at the same time you verbalize it into the microphone. I will remind each competitor of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the match. If you need to hear a question repeated, you want to buy yourself some time, use the JTE rule. We also have 1 challenge per competitor, and a reminder, especially for everybody watching Rachel Cushing right now and Mara Knopic as well, if you get a perfect 10 in the first round, we will ask a bonus question only to those competitors that did have a perfect round uno.
All right, so Rachel, are you ready?
Ready?
Mara, are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right, here we go. Round number 1 in the category of MCU,
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
In Guardians of the Galaxy, what does Star-Lord secretly put in the container he gives to Yondu instead of the Infinity Stone at the end of the film?
It's a doll.
You got to interview
It's a
Yondu,
dog.
a couple times.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
nice
the hell
guy.
is it called?
He is a nice guy.
Is he really blue?
It's that little,
No, but he's a nut. I
little
love it.
doll.
5, 4, 3,
Damn
2, 1. Pens down. Rachel.
A troll doll?
Correct. Mara.
A troll doll.
1-1.
Your next question
comes from the celebrated universe that has caused no controversy online, Star Wars. Your question, in The Phantom Menace, Episode 1, what is the name of the reigning pod race champion who has a rivalry with Anakin? Or Annie, as his friends call him.
Sebulba.
I would tell my friends to not call me Annie. My name was Anakin.
Well, you know, if you live in a galaxy 5,
Tomorrow I will.
something wrong with that. 3, 2,
Only a day away.
stop it. 1, pens down, Mara.
Sebulba.
Correct, Rachel.
Sebulba.
Wow, Rachel also has last time she missed, Sam Levine was both champions. Sam Whitwer was a champion. And
Last time she missed, I believe we'd not yet landed on the moon.
all right, here we go. Next question is Harry Potter. What is the only film in the franchise to not feature Voldemort in some living form?
We get deep into these Harry Potter questions, or I just know nothing about the films.
Well, Cushing and Knopic are already head to head here. Let's see who is going to get it. 5,
Prisoner of Azkaban.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Rachel.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Correct, Mara.
Prisoner of
Tie
Azkaban.
game. Battle we wanted.
All right, your next category is DC movies. Note I did not say DCEU. These are DC movies. Who wrote the screenplay for Batman Begins along with Christopher Nolan? You know, it seems kind of cruel to make people who are under the weather have to write down these questions, and we're doing 10. because
David
this is
Goyer.
Geekdom, so a lot of physical exertion for someone not feeling up to it.
That was exhausting to listen to. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mara.
Jonathan Nolan.
It's incorrect. Rachel.
David Goyer.
That's correct. David Goyer is correct. Rachel goes up by 1 point. And next question here. Middle Earth. Middle Earth. What was Samwise Gamgee's profession before he went on his adventure with Frodo in the Fellowship of the Ring? Double check. 5, 4,
A tailor.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Rachel.
Gardner.
Correct. Mara.
I put Cook.
Okay, so Rachel going up by 2 here over Mara. 5-3. 5-3.
Right, he was a gardener, which means he's legal in the state of California. Marvel movies. Next up, note these are not MCU movies, these are any Marvel movies. In the movie Daredevil, what does Bullseye use to kill a talkative old lady passenger on a plane? Wow, what a dick.
Looks like he's actually stumped both of them.
Yeah, well, it's the movie Daredevil.
Yeah.
It's not the good TV show, it's the
No.
bad movie.
Shades of Catwoman coming back to
Pretzel.
Rachel Cushing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mara.
An oxygen mask.
It's incorrect. Rachel.
I guessed a fork.
Oh, wow, Rachel misses her first one.
Looking for a peanut. Yeah,
Peanut.
Guy threw a peanut at her and knocked her into the next life.
Wow, it's, all right, so the streak of Cushing comes in there, but still, what a run there. As we get to our next question here in the DCEU, Justice League opens with handheld camera footage featuring which member of the league? RB3 laughing at either the way I pronounced that.
You know, I think Justice League was an ass-kicking good time.
5, 4.
I'm on an island.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rachel.
Superman.
Correct. Mara.
Superman and his weird baby mouth.
6, 4.
Can we give Mara an extra point for the baby? No?
Yeah.
All right, well, 6-4. It is a 2-point game. Mara hanging in there. Rachel, no longer a perfect game, but still a very good round one. Your next question, your 8th one in this round, comes from the world of Star Trek. And I boldly ask, what alien race confronts the mysterious cloud-like anomaly in the opening of Star Trek, the motion picture? I don't know that I've seen. Is that?
I was talking about the other day.
I don't think
I've seen 4 Star Trek movies in my life. 5.
I've seen the
Romulan?
whale one.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mara.
Klingons?
Correct. Rachel.
Klingon.
And we got 7-5. 7-5 on a battle.
Playing through the pain. You know, Walter Payton once broke the rushing record with 103-degree fever.
Oh, all right. Cool. Next one. Heroes and villains is your category. Who played Red Sonja in 1985's Red Sonja? Interesting to name the movie after the title character.
Red Sonja. It's like a bad government something. 5, 4. Just gave up on that. 3, 2. Pens down, please. And Rachel.
I guess Natasha Henstridge.
Incorrect. Mara?
I put Al Pacino.
Oh wow, it's Brigitte. that was more like a Simpson character.
Christian Orloff, everybody.
Brigitte Nielsen is the answer.
He'll get him tomorrow night.
52 years old, had her first baby. Congratulations to Brigitte Nielsen.
Brigitte Nielsen, and your last question.
Wasn't her first baby, that's a lie. Okay.
In round number 10, comes from the category of mixed bag. So it could be any inner geekdom category. It could be how many kids does Brigitte Nielsen have. Your question is
4.
Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, was released in what year?
One of our first movies that we saw.
Was it really? It was that and another movie that I won't mention because maybe.
Can you tell our guest who reviewed it with us?
2008?
5.2? Yeah, it was Rick Ingram. 4. I would have got 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Mara.
2012.
It's incorrect. Rachel.
2008.
That's correct.
It was 2008, the same year as Oscar winner Meet Dave, starring Eddie Murphy.
So Rachel has they were 2-point. It was a 2-point lead for most of the match. Rachel goes up by 1 point. Only a 3-point lead here as we get to round number 2. Mark, how does it work?
In round number 2, each competitor gets a spin at the wheel of Destiny /Doom /Justice. There are 10 different inner geekdom categories on the wheel, along with the classic wedges, opponent's choice, and spinner's choice. Whatever category you land on, you're going to hear 5 questions. Each question in that category is worth 2 points, and it's asked just to that competitor. If you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice, at which point the value of the question will go down to 1 point. Keep in mind, competitors, there is stealing available in round number 2. If you don't like the first category you spin, you are allowed 1 mulligan, which is golfing term for do-over. Rachel Cushing, you currently have a 3-point Cushing over Mara. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to Mara?
And you can boo him.
I was just going to say, you couldn't help yourself, could you, Alex?
Could not help myself at all.
I'll go first.
Okay, good.
She's going to go first, and all right. That's a good spin. Good spin under the weather.
At this point, you say, well, what is she going for? It's like anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that she's rooting for one particular category, but again, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth is
Mixed
on there.
bag is a tough one, though.
Mixed bag, you never know what it is. It's a question mark.
Yeah. Makes sense, because that one's a little, you could get a Red Sonja question.
Yeah, but it is forcing her to spin again.
Right, force.
So, from Star Wars, it's a
Star Trek.
Yeah, surrounds us, penetrates us, binds the galaxy together. What are we gonna get?
Oh, heroes and
villains.
A little vague, but we'll see what happens here. As 5 questions here. All right, here we go, Rachel. 5 questions in the realm of heroes and villains. In the Harry Potter films, which Weasley married Fleur Delacour?
Bill was Weasley.
Correct for 2 points. All right. Question 2. In Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Ramona's evil ex Lucas Lee is a rising actor who also used to be what kind of professional athlete?
Skateboarder.
2 points. Right. Okay, question number 3. What is the name of the character played by both Walter Koenig and Anton Yelchin in the Star Trek films?
Chekhov.
2 points. We also accepted Pavel Andreevich. Yeah, Chekhov. All right, here we go. Who plays the main villain that simply goes by Max in the Vertigo Comics-based film The Losers?
Shit.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Jason Patrick, B, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, C, Idris Elba, D, Eric Bana?
A.
Can you repeat the choices, please?
That's what it's going to count as 1.
Okay.
A, Jason Patrick, B, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, C, Idris Elba, D, Eric Bana.
A.
B.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan is incorrect. Mara, the choices are A, Jason Patrick, B, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, C, Idris Elba, D, Eric Bana.
Idris Elba.
Incorrect. Looking for Jason Patrick. Jason Patrick.
Good opportunity for a steal there. Couldn't capitalize.
Yeah.
Losers, underrated flick.
All right, here's the next one for Rachel. This is your 5th and final question here.
What does Steve say when Peggy asks how he feels after the super soldier procedure in 2011's Captain America First Avenger?
I feel taller. I feel taller.
5, 4,
I
3.
feel taller.
Multiple choice.
A, stronger. B, tired. C, hungry. D, taller.
D. Taller.
Hungry?
Hungry's incorrect. The choices are A, stronger. B, tired. C, hungry. D, taller.
Taller.
That's correct for 1 point. The big steal right there. And we have 14-6. Rachel started off strong, missed the last 2, and Mara finds herself down 8 points here as she attempts to spin.
That's right. She's got a golden opportunity here to even things up as we go into the ultimate deciding factor, round number 3. If I just had that procedure, I would have been hungry. You got to get some carbs and some protein in that new
I
body.
would have guessed hungry. All right, Mara, give it a spin. All right, there's the spin by Mara.
I think no other reason you want to land on a category that you like first, because you don't want to have to put the physical exertion of spinning the wheel again when you're not feeling well.
Or spinner's choice would be good. I just going to be aiming for spinner's choice as it comes around the wheel. It is going to land on.
It could be spinner's choice.
Also,
Ooh,
it's
that's
mixed
going to be
bag.
mixed bag. Looks like Mara
That's a tough one.
is either going to take mixed bag or like to spin again.
She's going to spin
All
again.
right.
Final spin.
Going to spin again. Here we are.
All right. Here's the spin.
Round and round it goes, and see what we got here.
So where is it going to hit?
Here it comes around, Christian. You don't want opponent's choice here, but it doesn't look like it's got
Oh,
enough
just
choice.
missed out of there. Marvel movies. She gets just escapes opponent's choice. Marvel movies. 5 questions in the realm of
So hard.
Marvel.
That's right. And again, these are Marvel movies, not MCU. So Marvel, that's not the easiest category because Marvel's made a lot of fart boxes people would like to forget. There we go. Your first question in the world of Marvel movies in the 2015 version of Fantastic Four. What country is Sue Storm originally from?
Czechoslovakia?
That is incorrect, Rachel, for a big 2-point steal.
Is it Poland?
5, 4,
Poland.
3.
Romania.
It is not Romania, looking for Kosovo.
Oh, that's right.
Kosovo. All right. We move on to a slightly better reviewed film in Deadpool. What kind of pizza does Wade have delivered in order to threaten the pizza delivery guy into stop stalking a girl at the outside of the movie?
Mushrooms?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, banana, pepper, and pineapple, B, pepperoni and marshmallow, C, pineapple and olive, or D, ham and anchovies?
Ham and anchovies. D.
5, 4, 3.
C.
That is correct. For 1 point.
Really good there. Here we go.
Just like RB3 would have it, pineapple on the pizza as well as olives. And we move on to your next question. Who played Victor Von Doom in the Tim Story
Julian
Fantastic
McMahon.
Four films?
Julian McMahon.
Julian McMahon.
Wow. 2 more points.
Got it.
That is the third. Okay. All right. Your next question, your penultimate one. Who played Aunt May in the Sam
Rosemary
Raimi
Harris.
Spider-Man films?
Rosemary Harris.
Rosemary Harris.
How do you know Aunt May?
That was great. 2 points. Wow. So now Mara, if she can hit this next one, she can bring herself within 1 if she doesn't need multiple choice. Here we go.
All right. Your last question. What CW Arrowverse regular played Dracula in the movie Blade Trinity?
What is his name? Damn.
Multiple choice.
Yeah.
Is it A, Brandon Routh,
B.
Dominic Purcell,
Dominic Purcell.
C, Manu Bennett, or D, Wentworth Miller?
Dominic
Dominic
Purcell.
Purcell.
1 point. So
Wow.
brings herself within 2 points there, taking it into the 3rd round.
Impressive
Performance by
by
Mara Knopic Fought through there, got herself within 2. Rachel has a 2-point lead as we get to round number 3. Mark, how does the final round work?
In round number 3, each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers up here at the answer desk. We need 3 numbers that range in between 1 to 16. Each number corresponds to a different category in the world of inner geekdom knowledge. Your first question that we ask is going to be worth 2 points. Your next question is 3 points, and your last question, should we get that far, is worth 5 big points. Rachel Cushing, because you are in the lead, you're going to be giving us your numbers first, and I will remind the competitors there's no penalty for missing a question and no stealing in round 3.
I'll just go 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, and 9. All right. Taking the guesswork out of it, just going right there in order. Mara.
11, 13, and 15.
11, 13, and 15. Hopscotching over the evens.
So Mara's going to go first to try to tie up the game here. She chose category number 11. That's the DCEU. All right, Mara, to tie up the game here, your 2-pointer. How does Superman kill Zod in Man of Steel?
He snaps his neck.
2 points. Okay. That's 2 points. Ties up the game. Ties up the game.
Not very Superman-like, but he did it.
He did it. All right, so now Rachel Cushing goes to take the lead with the 2-pointer mark.
All right, Rachel, your 2-point question comes in the field of weapons, technology, vehicles, and magical objects.
You made that up. I'm serious.
Your question is, in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, what does Anakin initially call a lightsaber while speaking with Qui-Gon in his home?
Laser sword?
2 points for Rachel Cushing. Somebody saw that movie again.
All right, so now it bounces back to Mara Knopic, who has her 3-pointer, which is in the realm of Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. What are the giant elephant-like creatures called in The Two Towers and Return of the King?
Orgs?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Can you repeat the question?
Yep. What are the giant elephant-like creatures called in The Two Towers and Return of the King?
Orgs.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know.
Either Oliphants or Mumakyle, right? Ooh. Okay, I said it right. Thanks, Rachel. So now we get to Mara's 5-pointer.
This could be it, Christian. This could be the deciding question.
Yeah, if she hits it, it goes back to Rachel. If she misses it, Rachel Cushing advances to the finals to play the winner of Mike Kalinowski and Adam Lavick. Mara, your 5-pointer is in the MCU. Josh Dallas played which character in the first Thor film?
Fandral.
5 points for Mara. Hits it, and it goes back to Rachel now. To tie the game, she needs to hit the 3.
Holy goodness. All right. Well, Rachel, if you feel like tying the game, just to ensure yourself another time you can answer this question. If you miss it, you still have your 5-pointer, and that will allow you to win the game potentially. Your 8-point question, excuse me, your 3-point question comes in the category of number 8 as you selected, and that is The Hobbit. The Hobbit. Still in Middle-earth. The question is, what is the name of the eccentric wizard that lives in Mirkwood and aids Gandalf numerous times throughout the Hobbit trilogy?
Radagast the Brown.
It is Radagast.
All right, and that is the color. So Rachel Cushing has ensured this could go into sudden death if she misses her 5, but if she hits her 5, then we have a finalist going here in Rachel the Crusher Cushing. Mark, ask away.
All right, Rachel, your question. It's not for 9 points, unfortunately. It's only for 5, but it is number 9, and that corresponds to the category of Who Said It? Who said it? Can I ask you a question? Tell us who said it. Who said, none of you seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Rorschach!
5, 4,
Rorschach!
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
I can certainly do that. Who said, none of you seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Rorschach!
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
That's the last one.
Who said, none of you seem to understand.
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Rorschach.
5,
Rorschach.
4, 3, 2.
Ultron.
Looking for Rorschach. So now we have I believe our first ever sudden death in the inner geekdom division.
I mean, either one of us could literally die at any time. This is so exciting.
These are athletes. This is Pete Sampras in the U.S. Open. This is Michael Jordan in the finals. These are athletes pushing themselves above and beyond their limits. It almost feels cruel and unusual, but Christian, they are ready to do it here in sudden death.
All right, so sudden death works like this. The competitors will have the whiteboards again, and they will answer questions similar to the first round. The questions are worth 1 point apiece. However, if one player hits and one player misses, then the player who answers correctly will win the game. Rachel, do you understand the rules of sudden death? Mara, do you understand the rules?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. First question. In the Star Wars series, who calls the Force simple tricks and nonsense?
Got an old-fashioned duel on our hands.
Yeah.
Like when Aaron Burr shot my relative
Han
Alexander.
Solo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rachel?
Han Solo.
Mara?
Han Solo.
Both correct.
All right. Your next question. What was served as dessert?
Category? Or do you have
It
to
doesn't
tell
say.
us?
It's all
Okay,
mixed
I'm
bag.
sorry.
It's
My
okay.
bad.
It's okay.
I'm just so excited.
But we can say the category of dessert if you wish. What was served as dessert in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pudding?
Pens down. Mara?
Monkey brains chilled, I believe.
Rachel?
Monkey brains.
Both correct.
Yes, they are.
All right.
I like them hot. You like them how you like them.
All right, here we go. Next question. In the 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which MLB slugger's style of bat was Casey Jones using in the fight in the park with Raphael?
Man, sudden death, a true test of
Jose Canseco.
This is the way that it should really be. 5, 4, 3.
Will you repeat the question?
Yep.
In 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, which MLB slugger style of bat was Casey Jones using in the fight in the park with Raphael? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rachel?
I know nothing about baseball. Nolan Ryan.
And Mara?
Put Babe Ruth.
Looking for Jose Canseco.
I almost said that, but I was like, is that a
Canseco
person?
Your next question, ladies, comes as such.
Oh, he called us ladies.
Because you're very classy, and we appreciate you playing through the pain here today. Who plays Coach Boomer, a.k.a. Sonic Boom, who is in charge of power placement in 2005's Sky High? Sky High, not a wacky teenage
Bruce
weed bump.
Campbell.
Didn't even know it was a movie until 5 seconds ago. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mara.
Kurt Russell.
Rachel.
Jeff Bridges.
Looking for Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell. Wow. I would have guessed Kurt Russell. He was also in Sky High, and I'm a big fan.
All right, here we go. So, guys, next
Me
question
too,
is
Ellis.
sudden death. As the crowd is on their toes here, what is the name of the futuristic city in Big Hero 6? Rachel writing it down. Mara now writing it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rachel?
San Fran Tokyo?
Mara?
I put New Tokyo.
Both incorrect. It was San Francisco.
Yeah.
Sokio.
You were really
San
close.
Francisco had to have that exact
Rachel
pronunciation.
just missed. Missed.
That is like you're watching the ball go around the rim, and then it
Just missed.
didn't break
Can
your way.
I go take like a pain pill?
Not yet.
If you can provide some for the judges, you are allowed to.
I only support prescribed usage of medications
Well
to all
done.
you young people out there.
All right, there we go. Not only proving she's a great competitor, she's a much
Stay
better human
clean.
being than me. Your next question. Maybe your last, because it is sudden death. In The Incredible Hulk, what code name was Samuel Stearns using during his encrypted communications with Bruce Banner as they were working on a cure for the Hulk? This is exactly what you wanted this match to be. I mean, you talk about round one and throwing
Mr.
fives.
Blue.
4, 3, shades of that. 2, 1, pens down, please, and Mara.
Mr. Blue.
Rachel.
Mr. Blue.
Both correct. 22. It's like they share a brain, Christian.
Why don't we do like a triple threat thing with whoever wins against the next one? Because I'm down.
Where's Pat Williams? Next question. In Back to the Future, the photographed Marty's sister's sweatshirt says class of blank. What is class of blank? Just get 5 with each question you ask. 4,
82?
3, 2, 1. Rachel?
1983.
Mara?
1983.
1984 was the answer.
I was so close.
Man, this is starting to turn into match of the year. I don't know if I have the energy to ask any questions, and I feel great right now. Here we go. All right, Mara, Rachel, which one of the Star Wars saga films features a camera pan up instead of down after the opening crawl text? I'm a big fan of this question, personally. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens
Last
down,
Jedi?
please. Mara
Rogue One.
and Rachel.
Rogue One.
Attack of the Clones is the answer. Attack of the Clones. Here's your next question. Okay, next question.
Straight minds think
Here we
alike.
go. All right. In The Losers,
Oh shit.
what is the nickname of the team's cowboy hat wearing sniper played by Oscar Janita? We're reaching to the bottom of the barrel with that one. Yeah. Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rachel
Tex.
and Mara.
I literally put the same thing.
Cougar. Here we go. Last question.
How are we gonna do this?
There we go. Somebody misses.
I mean, we're giving the viewers a great match, but we're both seriously like about to be sick.
Who is gonna blink first? Get the Gatorade tub ready, not to dump it on them, but to get it in their bodies. In both the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogy, the elf Elrond lives in Imladris, which is also goes by what other name? Both writing it. I want one of them to write text again. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rachel?
Rivendell.
Mara.
Rivendell.
23. Here we go, guys.
Woo!
Who said, "There's only one God, ma'am, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that"?
Captain America.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mara
Steve Rogers.
and Rachel.
Give it to her. Superman.
Somebody get some IVs, some vitamin twins to help both competitors off the court after what I might consider the greatest performance by both competitors I have ever witnessed in a movie trivia Schmoedown event. Heart, guts, know-how. This one had it all, and Mark Knopic moves on to face the winner of Adam Halavec and Mike Corrupt Kalinowski. That is easily the best Intergeekdom match that we have ever seen.
Wow,
Sudden
year.
24-23, the amazing Mark Knopic does the unthinkable and beats Rachel Cushing, advancing to the finals of the tournament. 3 straight victories as she has done it. She is now in the finals. Wow, that is something else. Christian, you just hope that there's a nice bed close by, that there's just maybe a couple seasons or something on Netflix to binge, because these ladies deserve all the rest that they need after an effort. And I would be saying that if they came in feeling 100%, they clearly were not feeling well. They were under the weather, and they managed to give us perhaps the greatest Schmoedown I've ever
interesting. That was a scrap to the finish. I mean, like you said, they were both not feeling well. Both decided to play. Both put up the games of their life. I mean, look at that. What a fight that was. Amara Knopic proving that she belongs to be here. She is now in the finals and making a run to now become not only the Intergeekdom champion, but a contender for Rookie of the Year here.
And lest we keep yapping, let's get these ladies a quick post-game interview with Jen Sturger, and then they can go rest for as long as they need.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with Mara. Mara, you are barely standing after that match, and I can't blame you. How are you feeling after that win?
The pain meds are gonna kick in any minute now, but
I haven't kicked in yet.
I wish. I think if you grind them up, they will, but that's not a good idea. No.
This is gonna get really weird really fast. No, you were telling me before, you're like, I barely was able to put on pants, and somehow you came out here, and we're still able to compete against arguably the best Intergeekdom player we have, aside from our champion right now.
Yeah, I mean, it was incredibly difficult to not just say, we need the pillet, and grab a blanket or something, but if I hadn't been so impressed with Rachel's past performance and intimidated by her, I wouldn't have spent as much time preparing and, snaking by with that win, so.
I mean, I think we could have made the argument for Rookie of the Year, even with your prior 2 matches, but taking out Rachel Cushing, I mean, I think that if anyone had any questions about your legitimacy, what do you have to say to them now?
Hey, I'm legit. I think that you could say that I'm not rhodium plated. I'm 24 karat gold.
What are you on, and how can I get some?
Get in a car accident and then go to the hospital. Spend many hours there in a sea collar, and then come play in the Schmoedown like a day later.
You're so adorable, and I feel for you. You are going to have to face either Adam Hlavik or Mike Kalinowski, so the road ahead of you is not an easy one. Do you have a preference at this point?
Well, I think Mike is like a speed bump and Adam is like a pothole, and in this case I think I'd rather go over the speed bump because, I can do it slow and steady, Yeah.
Not sure I get that analogy, but okay. Then, looking even further ahead, let's say you take those guys out. Then you would have to face Jason Inman at the live event. Like, this all has to be surreal to you.
A little bit, but the one good thing is, if I make it to the championship and I fight Jason, I have lots of pants that don't even need a belt, so if I lose, I won't be that upset.
What does this mean for the women's revolution going on in the Schmoedown right now? What would it mean for you to be the new champion?
All right, people.
Don't drop that, please.
Uteruses before deuteruses. Ovaries before broveries. Mic drop.
Thank you. These are expensive. What's up, guys? I'm back with the Five Club. Rachel, Emma, Mark, you guys cannot be at all disappointed with that match that just went down. That arguably was match of the year. Rachel, I know you are struggling to hold yourself up at this point. Yes, let alone you just put on an amazing match. And I hope that you aren't hanging your head at all with your performance today, because that was astounding.
Thank you. It'll take me a little while to get there, I think. But yeah, wasn't feeling great going in today, but was really excited to play Mara, and I'm so excited for her. Seriously, she's a new star, and it's so empowering to see another strong female geek. So I'm rooting for her all the way. Wish I could have done a little better, but
Done a little better.
Again, this, as you say, Jen, this has a very strong possibility for absolutely being the match of the year. I mean, that sudden death was insane, and the fact that they were like of one mind, that they would give the same wrong answer was just absolutely astounding. And again, both of them were functioning at less than 100%, and honestly, if that's them at not 100%, I mean, anybody in the Schmoedown would be proud to have them have that be their 100% performance. So again, there's really nothing to have anybody hang their heads about today.
If they were at 100%, we'd still be doing sudden death. It would be 85. Score would be 85-85.
We'd still be here like next time we filmed the Schmoedown. That match would still be going on. So in some ways, thank goodness, because we get to go home eventually.
And we'd run out of Intergeekdom questions, let's be honest. But let's be clear, this is not by any means like the end of the Five Club, like what's going on right now. Like, Rachel, you still have a lot going on with your match coming up with the Shirewolves against Brienne and a mystery partner. Are you guys at all, a little nervous about that? Are you looking forward to it?
I mean, I'm looking forward to that. Here's the thing, is Rachel is a fabulous Inner Geekdom competitor, and there's no doubt in my mind that she is going to come back, and she will be the Inner Geekdom champion someday. It's just not today, and that's all right. I hope that Mara wins the whole thing, number one, because I think she's a fabulous competitor. I want a woman to have that belt, and I would love to see she and Rachel go head-to-head again. I think everyone would love to see Mara and Rachel go head-to-head again sometime when they are both at 100%. But Rachel and Clark have got the team championships coming up. Mark Andreyko is going in a #1 contender match against Ethan Irwin, and then has the potential to be going into the championship himself. So the Five Club is still going really, really strong.
Yes, and Mark, you've got to be, I saw you cut a shutter over there.
I feel like Cloris Leachman in Young Frankenstein. Every time they say their name, Ethan's name, Cloris is going, because he's terrifying. He is just slow and steady, and he's like the Terminator. So I'll start burning sage and doing animal sacrifice and hope for the best.
But you can beat him. He can. I believe in Mark Andreyko. I believe in the android. It's his time.
Absolutely, and like I said, Rachel, today is absolutely nothing to hang your head about, and I think, if anything, what you and Mara accomplished today out there is just a huge step forward for all women that are in the Schmoedown and are competing in trivia right now.
How great will it be to have them do a rematch at a live event in the future?
Oh, and one last thing that I would like to say also in regards to Mara, who again I really hope wins the whole thing. The last time I played singles in Inner Geekdom was against Jason Inman. Guess who the current Inner Geekdom champion is? Jason Inman. So anyone who's standing in Mara's way, I frankly don't think they stand a chance. And honestly, I feel like Rachel deserves some kind of award for her performance this time around. I mean, if you want to talk about somebody just enduring and answering just an absurd number of questions correctly, I mean, you got to give it to this girl. She's a true champion.
Thank you so much, guys. Rachel, we have not seen the last of you. Please go get well. We need you back to fighting crime and at 100% soon, all right? All right. You guys get better? Back to you guys.
Well, as you see, both the energy, taken out of them completely. They were already hurting going into this match.
They've talked a lot today.
That will take it out of you, and you can tell why. But now Mara Knopic is in the finals, as she says that she is ready. She is ready for either Lavick or Kalinowski, whoever it might be, and Rachel Cushing and Emma Fife, obviously, a little shook up here too. And this is, but you could tell though they understood. They were happy. If they were going to lose to someone, they're glad it was Mara. They have a very mutual respect for Mara.
And in the way they lost, I mean, it just happened to be that question. There were so many questions that there were a couple that neither one got, and then there were a whole lot that they both got, and it's just, that's the breaks today. I think you play this match 10 times, you might get a different result every time. 5 of those.
This is not the last time these two are going to play. There's no way. I mean, I don't think the fans would allow it. I know they're going to want to see a rematch down the line at some point, because Rachel Cushing had a tremendous run already in this tournament, but she ran into this unknown tornado that we had never seen before in Mara Knopic. She comes in and she has become, I mean, look at already what she has done in her young career. She's only in this league 2 months, and she's already made a huge impact.
That's right. I mean, it was prize fight stuff. It was Rocky and Apollo at the end of Rocky 2 just crashing on top of each other, and it happened to be Mara coming out today, and she will take on the winner of Kalinowski-Hallebeck this coming Friday for the Inner Geekdom chance to go to the live event that you guys can go to as well if you grab your tickets soon before they sell out. September 8th is the date. El Portal Theater, North Hollywood is the location. More in the link in this vid's description. Make sure you grab tickets and check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Check it out, see which tier is right for you, and become a patron today.
There's a lot going on the Patreon. If you want to become a patron, you can get the exclusive exhibition matches. You can get some of the Patreon matches a week early, as well as Mark mentioned. September 8th, not only do we get the Inner Geekdom Championship, well, Dan Merle and his partner John Roca in the Ultimate Schmoedown Anarchy Team Tournament. It begins as Dan Merle and Roca take on the team of Stacey Howard and Winston Marshall. It is the first round of the Ultimate Schmoedown Tournament. Get your tickets now, schmoedownlive.com.
That's Christian Harloff. I'm Mark Elson. We'll see you guys on Friday for what can only be expected as a match that we hope is close to as competitive as this one.
Good luck.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and it is time for your Schmoedown breakdown. Round 1 of this epic matchup between Rachel and Mara was off to a hot start, but on Q6 we saw the end of an incredible run by Rachel concerning first round questions. Her streak of consecutive answers in this round ends at 27, a streak that has lasted through 3 matches. Still, at the end of round 1, Rachel was up 8-5. Moving into round 2, Rachel ends up with heroes and villains. She has her weakest round 2 of the tournament, picking up 6 points. That would allow Mara on her turn to chip away at Rachel's 3-point lead and bring it down to 2 after answering 4 of 5 questions correct for 7 points. Into the all-important final round, or what we thought would be the final round, Mara comes up with 7 points to tie it up at 19, and Rachel had an opportunity to win the match on her 5-pointer, but couldn't capitalize, and we have to go to sudden death. While it was the first time we have gone to sudden death in a one-on-one match, we have gone to sudden death previously in a fatal 5-way match where the last 2 standing were Coy Jandrew and Mike Kalinowski, the site of the infamous pudding incident. This sudden death round was a knockout, drag-out fight with both players running on fumes. It seemed like Rachel could have won the match on Q5 regarding the Big Hero 6 question. Instead, we would go on for another 6 questions before Mara could finally squeak by with the victory and send herself to the tournament final by a score of 24-23. Inside the numbers, there wasn't a statistical powerhouse performance from either player, but Rachel on the day answered 17 of 30 questions for 57% correct, and Mara answered 17 of 31 questions for 55% correct. Outside of the core categories known in the Inner Geekdom, Rachel is 3 of 10, while Mara has yet to answer any correct in 8 attempts. If you want to find out all the stats about this match and from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter, and don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on the Collider Podcast Network on YouTube and the Collider Factory podcast feed. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
How's it going, guys? If you didn't know about the Patreon, you guys have a chance to support.
Holy shit! What a fucking fantastic, awesome-tacular match! Woo! Mara! She did it! She beat the Crusher! Oh, man. Woo! Mara, what an awesome victory! I'm sorry that you and Rachel, you both weren't feeling so great. That really sucks. Would have loved to see both of you at 100%, but wow. And Rachel, like Jen said, you have nothing, absolutely nothing to hang your hat on. You were fucking brilliant. But Mara, she's moving on. I can't wait to see. I want to see her face Kalinowski. I want Kalinowski to beat Adam. I like you, Adam, but I want Kalinowski to win that match. I want Mara and Kalinowski in the finals. But Rachel, you're going to come back from this and feel better, get well soon. Don't listen to the haters out there. You, Clark, your amazing competitors, the Shire Wolves are my favorite team. Keep on rocking. Mara, you're awesome. Emma, you're awesome. Respect the ladies of the Schmoedown, people. Respect them. It's easy. If you like my reactions, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. And if you do Schmoedown reactions, trailer reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. Also, each and every Sunday, we do new episodes of Schmoedown All Access on the Jack of All Trivia YouTube channel. You can check out, if you go to Jack of All Trivia's YouTube channel, you can go and check out our interview from last Thursday with the amazing Brown Dwarf star Mara Knopic. You can also check out our interviews with Ben Bateman, William Bibbiani. Hopefully I can get some people, more competitors lined up soon. So until next time, this your boy C-Dub, completely impressed with both of these competitors. Peace.